fair game.
I got shotgun.
Is that all? Rubber meet road. Oh, bad choice. High in this ride, that's for sure. It'll heal. Lights! Steam ahead! Ours now. Creatures have so much in common everywhere we go. Yet they are so different. Ow! 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 Ooh. I'm fine. Yow! What? Welcome aboard. Find your seats, show your belongings.
Heavy stuff. And we're back where we belong.
On outer hatch. We're docked.
Stay alert. Weapons at the ready.
Remain calm. You're... human. It's just that we weren't expecting to find life, let alone human life out here. We thought we were the only ones to leave Earth.
Welcome back to the rest of humanity. You're no longer alone.
Perhaps we should greet our guests.
Of course. Manners. I'm Captain Diana Brackenridge. This is Security Officer Bomani Reader. And this is Dr. Mabuti da Costa, one of our elders.
A pleasure to meet you.
You've come aboard the Earth colony ship, Constant. Generations ago, we set forth from the planet Earth with the mission of colonizing a new habitable world, in the spirit of our ancestors nearly a millennium ago. I see. As you may have presumed, we're in a bit of a bind. Our ship has finally completed its near 200-year journey from Earth, only to find our new home seemingly colonized by... well, we don't know. Communications haven't been successful, so your arrival is fortuitous. Perhaps you'd be willing to act as a middle person between ourselves and... the others. Of course, we know that now. Human or not, we were still unable to communicate our intentions. As soon as we discovered them, we fully expected negotiations would be necessary. Now then, please follow me. There's much to discuss first. We'll speak more on the matter once we reach the bridge. Dr. da Costa, you may return to your quarters if you wish.
Thank you, Captain.
I will follow you to the bridge, ma'am. For security purposes.
I do not believe we have need to fear our guest, but I'll allow it if you insist. Welcome to the Earth colony ship Constant. In the early 2100s, my ancestor, Rupert Brackenridge, researched a number of scientific scenarios: climate change, asteroid impact, nuclear war, global pandemic, and more.
Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work to take down troublemakers.
Years. He fully believed Earth was destined to be rendered uninhabitable. We've always assumed that's what happened. So, he gathered the best and brightest he could find, built the Constant, and set a course for this planet here. We were told that it was the largest, most advanced ship ever constructed on Earth at the time. If you can believe, entire generations have been born, lived, and died on this ship. It really goes to show that there are no limits to human ingenuity and perseverance.
Careful waving that fancy gun around. We don't need to see you. Never seen a ship like yours before. Well, then again, I haven't seen any ships.
It's like we're
So,
walking
here
in
we
a
are.
time capsule here.
Let's talk.
I cannot imagine how hard this was to maintain.
Now that you're here, I can finally give my crew a chance at a new life. Difficult is the wrong word. It can be both challenging at times and also exciting. Our mission was to rebuild humanity on a distant world, believing that we were Earth's last hope. To think that while there has always been a Brackenridge in the captain's chair, that I am the one to finally oversee our journey's end is truly exhilarating. But with this stumbling block in our path, at this final moment, I fear tough choices will need to be made. Well, as I mentioned, we've been unsuccessful in communications with anyone up until you arrived, though not for lack of trying. But since you're asking, maybe you'd be willing to be a sort of diplomat between us and them as we attempt to resolve our situation. Does that sound agreeable to you? No, not at all. We simply have no other options. With no working communications and no way to head to the surface, we need outside help negotiating with the settlement we've spotted below. You see, we intended to settle here, but we assumed that they intend to defend their claim given their presence here. We'd like you to go speak to them on our behalf and help us negotiate a solution, preferably one that favors us. When we left Earth, there were no claims to planets this far out into space. We had assumed that we were the only ones attempting a generational journey such as this, meaning that there would be no need for a formal claims process. Regardless, my ancestor, Rupert Brackenridge, did manage to file a charter for this planet's first colony, to be named New Jamestown. According to his records, no one took it seriously when he filed it, so likely it was either ignored or the records were lost to the ages. Given humanity's lack of interest in colonizing the far reaches of space at the time, it shouldn't have been a problem, but again, here we are now. Based on the data our ancestors had when they launched this endeavor, it was determined that this was the perfect planet for us. Even if we had another viable candidate planet, we lack the resources to get there. And as you know, it took us 200 years to get here. Our people have no desire to go back to drifting the stars so their children's children can possibly settle on an inferior planet. Excellent. Make no mistake, this is our planet, and we intend for them to see this our way. So, speak with their leadership and see if you can negotiate a solution on our behalf. Preferably, get them to see things our way. Report back to me and let me know what they say, and we'll go from there. I'm serious. We have a rightful claim to this land, and I intend to fight for it. But as you're currently our only hope, perhaps you'll honor my request and give it your all, for the sake of some very weary travelers who have come a very long way to be here. Thank you.
Now that we know what's out there, things are going to be more interesting from here on out.
The Constant We've got strict rules around here, but they're strict for
We were never trained to address threats coming from outside our ship.
Home, folks.
Read any good books lately? Books. I guess it is. Do you have more books, or can you buy me more books? With real pages, a spine, the whole package. My book allowance is all gone and Dad won't get me more. So, books?
Don't let her con you out of more credits. Her book allowance damn near bankrupted me.
Dad, this is between us. Not the same. I like smelling the pages, the feel of it. Computer screens are just blech.
You'd save me, my friend here, all of us, a lot of grief, financial and emotional, if you just read them on a computer, dumb up.
Dad? Fine. You know, reading computers for hours gives me a headache. Now, the important question. Pizza. Favorite topping? And please don't say cheese. Dad loves boring old cheese. Get out! That's just so wrong. Out with you.
Cora, it's not even our ship.
I'm just teasing, Dad. Jeez. I have decided that I will stay. You have the Cora stamp of approval. I, seem to have left my stamp back on Dad's ship, but imagine it there, on your arm. Cora approves.
Yes?
So, Miss Stay Up Late.
Don't pretend to be mad at me. I know you aren't real. I learned. That's so cool. But I guess it only worked because they just lived on one planet.
Landing initiated. Watch your flaring.
Easy to forget how marvelous life on other truly is?
We've got some of the best private security in the settled systems.
Welcome to Paradiso. Jiro Sukiyama at your service. Do you have a security concern, or is there something else I can help you with? Something I can help you with? Oh, it has a name. Good. Then you're already familiar with the situation, I take it. Do you know what they want? Interesting. We obviously have no records of a colony ship claiming this planet. Whatever the case, you'll need to speak with Oliver Campbell, a CEO for the Paradiso Group. He's in charge of bringing all formal decisions before the board and helping to make calls on them. I'll let him know you're on your way.
Enjoy your stay, knowing you're in our capable hands.
Look at that. An oasis in this hostile galaxy. I hope you brought your swimsuit.
Darling, you look truly amazing. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Not to be a downer, but this place is almost too perfect.
It's like we just entered a brochure.
Oh, hey.
I bet they'll bill us for walking through the door.
Welcome to Paradiso Gift Shop and Convenience. Feel free to look around, but don't break anything or you've got to buy it. And before you ask, there aren't any discounts, so don't even try to haggle with me. Looking for a souvenir or just forgot something at home?
Paradiso security is only here for your safety.
Welcome to Paradis. Do you have a... Something I can help you? Oh, it has a name. I see. Best to approach this with caution, then. Whatever the case, you'll need to speak with Oliver Campbell, the CEO for the Paradiso Group. He's in charge of bringing all formal decisions before the board and helping to make calls on them. I'll let him know you're on your way.
Hello, and welcome back. Mr. Tofik, I am aware that this is your... Eighth visit to our resort. Your repeat pace is your first time here. Thank you for choosing Paradiso for your vacation destination.
It takes a certain route, showing me the beauty of this world. But this time, our entries seem to take longer, and we pass by a lot more open water. Was there something wrong with our normal flight path? I heard the rumors of a ship in orbit. Hey, I noticed you arriving at port shortly after I did. Something's been bothering me, and I've been dying to ask another guest. They told us there was a very active meteor shower, which is why we had to divert our flight path coming in for our landing. But I haven't seen a single shooting star since I've been here. That's weird, right? You're probably right. I've just been feeling stressed as of late, and worrying about something silly like that will only make it worse. I should just relax here and let Paradiso melt away my worries like it always does. Thank you for grounding me.
Please allow me to apologize for this inconvenience. This alternate entry was required due to a meteor shower affecting the
Your safety is our #1 priority.
Hope you're having a pleasant day.
It may be paradise, but that doesn't mean we don't run into trouble from time to time.
Slightly. Have something for you.
One of these days.
Excuse me, you can't just waltz in there. Do you have an appointment? Oh, you're the one they're waiting for then. Do you need anything else from me before you meet with the board? Sure. Have fun in the shark tank. And don't worry, even they call it that.
Hope you're staying safe out there.
I just feel that we should be focusing on the natural beauty of this planet, not our amenities.
There are millions of planets out there. People can go to any one of them. The resort facilities are precisely what we bring to the table. Heck, it's the only thing we've really got to offer.
I don't want to risk us coming off as just another artificial,
if it's not important, bring it up with
shady,
Keevy.
trash-filled dump like Neon. That's not who we are.
I am. And you must be the diplomat Jiro told me about. Welcome, welcome. Normally I'd offer you an all-inclusive stay at our resort before we spoke. But given the circumstances, I'm going to cut to the chase. We've got our friends, the aliens, up there causing all sorts of problems for our resort. You like that? The marketing team came up with it. The thought is, if we can't get rid of them, it might actually attract more tourism. Come see the aliens! Despicable? Hardly. Just a backup plan in case we can't get them to leave. But you're right, no one's going to buy aliens. Remind me to fire the marketing team. So, tell me, what's the actual deal with this massive eyesore of a ship, besides scaring people away? Well, that's something. Shame we can't just tell them kindly to bugger off. Something tells me that's not going to work. Now, tell me, what are we going to do about it? Give me some proposals, people. I need something to work with here.
We could offer to resettle them here. There's more than enough space.
They could stay here, temporarily, but it'll cost them. Quite a bit, too. They'd need to work off all their debts before being allowed to leave.
Maybe not. What if we help them get out of here? Outfit their ship with a grab drive so they can find a new home. We could even lend our engineers to help and give their captain an updated star map. What do you think?
Sounds costly. We can't absorb that cost, and it's unlikely they even have compatible currency, let alone enough for the transaction. Someone else would have to foot the bill.
Oh, I swear this would be a lot easier if they ceased to exist entirely. Anyway, Seema's got the right idea. Either works for me. Just tell me what you want to do. We own this planet, they don't. Here at Paradiso, we don't like leaving things to chance. Who knows what these people will do with their land? Imagine the landscaping disasters they might come up with, and how that might mar the satellite imagery of the planet in our brochures. No, much better to assimilate them into our culture if they come here to live, rather than leave it to chance. And that's within your right. But as the CEO of Paradiso Group, I'm the one who has to make and approve decisions around here, not you. So, as much as I appreciate your feedback, it's not in the best interest of the Paradiso Group to take it into account. I'm not suggesting anything, other than it would make our lives so much easier if that ship ceased existing. Make of that what you will. Oh, I didn't say that specifically. This would be a mutual contract. for room and board in exchange for services rendered. Of course, there's no telling how long this arrangement will last, given the substantial costs we'd need to take on in order to accommodate them here, including their continued room and board. But this may save the resort on operating costs in the long term, as we'd be able to let go of some of our current paid staff. And which proposal will you be taking to the good captain? I assume there's a captain? They'd be hard-pressed to defend their claim in any courts. Our charter goes back years. It was registered with both the UC and Free Star Collective, per the Centaurus Proclamation. We may be outside the settled systems, but that charter as official as can be. I'm sorry, but you're going to need to be the one to break the news to them that they need to make a compromise or leave. I have no idea, because I'm not suggesting anything of the sort. But it's a wonder that old ship made it all the way here in such a relatively short time. Must have really been pushing themselves. An engineer friend of mine told me once that the reactors on those old ships have a tendency to self-destruct if they overload. Of course, their engineers must have taken great care not to push it too far. Someone would likely have to override the safety systems in the reactor computer. But who would do such a thing?
You better be asking for your next magic show and not for any stupid reasons.
Right. Assuming they agree to the terms, I've got a list of resources you'll need to gather and bring back so we can support the new arrivals. We'll need to improve our lodging and infrastructure, plus account for future projects to support an increased population. Don't care how you procure them, just make sure to bring them here with you before we can consider this a done deal.
They survived all of that just to end up in servitude. Better than dying on a broken ship, I know that. But this isn't something to be proud of.
Right. On behalf of the Paradiso Group, we appreciate your help. Belom's right.
Thank you.
We don't want to compete with Dion. Bayou's ruthless. He'll do... Do anything he can to eliminate the competition.
This.
Welcome to Parody. So.
We try to stay out of our guests' way.
Yet another nice day in Paradise.
It is my sincerest wish that this humble robot servant has brightened your day.
Alrighty. What's the plan, Captain?
We have liftoff.
Orbit achieved.
is now docked. Perfect. Didn't even smudge the paint. Something for you. You've got my attention, Captain. Yes, this is yours now. Yes? Depends on the question, but I'll give it my best shot. It's a difficult topic. For years I pretended like I was over it, but I'm not. I can't guarantee I can answer everything, but I want to try. Thanks for listening. Did you have any other personal questions, or was that it? Well, that's all I have too.
Just stay out of trouble.
Now that we know what's out there, it's going to be more interesting.
Constant is a peaceful ship. Don't change that.
Just stay out of trouble.
Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean...
No matter what the future holds, I think I'll always be more comfortable in space. Hey! So it is true. An actual stranger aboard our ship? Wow. Oh, geez. Sorry, of course you don't know my name. We never met. I'm Yue. Wow, I never thought this would happen. Sure. Well, unless there's anything else you want to talk about. Oh, I'm the navigation officer, though I switch between nav and piloting. I'll be honest, the ship pretty much flies itself. Its destination hasn't changed since it launched, and we're here now, so... I'm not sure what's next. Get you around!
We've got strict rules around here, but they're strict for a
Careful waving that fancy gun around. We don't need to see what it can do.
Taking some remarkable discipline to get you all here. This is a garden built to sustain the maximum amount of people possible. It's a monument to life.
Boy, am I glad you went so soon.
Wow, I've heard about you.
Never seen a ship like yours before.
Wow. Hi.
There's so much to learn about now.
I wonder what it's like out there beyond our Liverpool.
Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work to take down troublemakers.
Just stay out of trouble.
We were never trained to address threats coming from outside our ships.
I have lived my entire life in the constant.
So many lives, birth to death. This means we'll go to is astounding.
If there is ever anything you need from me, I will do my best to help. Your arrival has given me. Be well on your journey.
And to think all this time we thought.
I wonder what else is coming.
So many lives, from birth to death, spent on this ship. The lengths humans will go to is astounding.
It's hard work keeping everyone happy in my little community, but I try my best.
Never seen a ship like yours before. Then again, I haven't seen any ships before.
No matter the outcome, we didn't believe anyone would be out here. But what's the good word? That doesn't sound so bad. My crew will need to get used to working for a living anyway. This seems agreeable. Is that all? I'm not sure what we can spare. Unfortunately, we just don't have any resources to spare. As you can imagine, our ancestors were not able to bring many excess supplies. Yeah, I hope so. Maybe so. And I'm telling you that I'm not sure we can spare anything at this point. Sorry, we can't spare more now. If we can find some other way of repaying you, we will. Thank you. Don't forget to tell of us in your travels. Now that we know what's out there, things are going to be more interesting.
Sure is nice to know there are other people out there.
Hey there. Hey.
These are exciting times, aren't they? There's so much more to learn about them.
I've spent my entire life in the Constant. I'm not sure how else to live.
Officer KIA! Officer KIA!
What?
We didn't believe anyone would be out. No matter the outcome, I won't let my crew... What's the good word? Then I'd need to know what that catch is before I could form an opinion. That doesn't sound so bad. My crew will need to get used to working for a living anyway. This seems... agreeable. Is that all? If we had more to spare, we'd assist you with that. I promise you that we appreciate your efforts and will find some way to repay your kindness. Thank you. Don't forget to tell of us in your travels.
We've got strict rules around here, but they're strict for a reason. Careful waving that fancy gun around.
Sure is nice to know there are other people out there.
Hey!
The Constant is a peaceful ship. Don't change that.
Never seen a ship like that.
What was it? Did you see something?
Hey there.
They've got strict rules.
Wow. Hi.
I can't tell you how many times I had to make do with inelegant solutions to complex technical problems.
I've lived my entire life in the Constant. I'm not sure how else to
Just stay out.
Hey, if you ever want some piloting tips, I'm your chica.
Just because our equipment's old. Doesn't mean it won't work to take down troublemakers.
Never seen a ship like yours before.
We were never trained to address threats coming from outside our country.
Place look cleaner than before? Huh. Nah.
I hope Cora doesn't get too much underfoot.
Ahoy, Captain! Okay. Thanks so much! See you later.
You've
Got something for me?
You're awake. Let's get going, shall we? Locks, air pressure, drive, all good to go, Captain.
locked in and landing.
I'm listening.